Hey Geeks and Gamers, before we started this review, I wanted to give you a little update. I had originally planned on starting Terror Zone on the 1st of October. Obviously that hasn't happened yet. And Terror Zone is coming. I do have videos that I'm actually working on at the moment. They're being edited. And Terror Zone, if you don't know, Terror Zone is the scary, well, not really scary, but the Halloween-themed time for Turbo Zone through the month of October. So Terror Zone will be starting really soon, really soon. But this video, I felt like I needed to do it now, while the time is right. Yeah. So let's jump on in with the review. Roll the fucking intro.
Through this door lies another dimension. One of beeps, one of boops. A reality where 8-bit and HD clash. This is the point where new and retro meet. The 6th and a half dimension, protected by the arcade overlord. You have crossed into the Turbo Zone.
I've always had a fascination with 1930s cartoons, from the early Disney works to the Fleischer Studios to fucking everything in between. I love cartoons from the 1930s. They are my absolute favorite. What you would call quote-unquote rubber hose cartoons, which I hate that term. I don't know why. That term just really bothers me. And I've been hearing it a lot lately because Cuphead just came out. Which makes me super fucking happy because a long time ago, like 2014, I think, is whenever I first caught wind of Cuphead, and it was being teased for the Xbox One. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, that was before I knew the Xbox One wasn't really that good. Sorry if you like the Xbox One. I don't really care for the console myself, but I had one for a little while. And the only thing I played on it was like Sunset Overdrive. But hey, Cuphead's out, and I saw how cool it looked, and I was so excited for this game. And it recently came out, and I was like, oh well, damn, I don't have an Xbox One anymore. I can't really play it. Until I found out it was on Steam. I had no clue this guy was coming to Steam. And I was like, holy shit. So I got it on Steam, and I'm going to review it. First thing I should say off the bat is that where I'm playing this off of Steam, I don't actually have footage of my own gameplay. So the footage you're watching is some long play stuff that I found on YouTube. But you know what? That's all right, because I have still played the game, and I still own the game, and I still purchased the game. So I feel like as long as whoever the footage belongs to doesn't really care, I don't really care. You know, it's just some game footage. Cuphead. Cuphead is a run-and-gun, old-school style platformer that takes on the likeness of a 1930s cartoon. Something that would look like it came out of Fleischer Studios. You know, Fleischer, they made the old Betty Boop cartoons. They made the Popeye cartoons. This definitely feels like that kind of animation, and there's a good reason for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. This game was completely hand drawn. They've been working on this game, like, I think development started on this game in 2010. They hand drew every fucking element of this game, like, on actual paper, and then, yeah, it's kind of actually crazy. That's why this game looks so fantastic, is because they actually drew every fucking element in this game, all the animations, everything. It's crazy, and the music is a live jazz band or whatever. So the music also really captures that 1930s mood, along with the hand-drawn aesthetic. This game looks amazing. This game is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. This is one of the best games I've ever played. I'm gushing because I didn't know this game was coming out so soon, and I had no clue it was on Steam, and the fact that it just happened and I have access to it, it's amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to go buy it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this game costs $20. Go get it. If you have an Xbox One, there you go. If you don't, it's on Steam. If you have access to Steam, you know, I've been playing this game off of my editing laptop, which is not a gaming PC really, and I've been playing it just fine. So you don't really need the best specs to play this. So if you have a PC that can run moderately well, it's definitely worth a try. To get it running. But how does the game play itself? That's probably what you're asking. That's what a lot of people are asking. And it reminds me a lot of a Mega Man game mixed with like Gunstar Heroes, because there's actually very little platforming. But there are a few platforming stages, like 6, I think, total. through the whole game. 6 stages doesn't sound like a lot, but while there's only 6 platforming stages, the rest of the time is purely boss fights, and that's where the game shines. It actually kind of reminds me of it was Contra. It was one of the Contra PS2 games. I forgot the name of it right now, but it was basically just boss fights as well. And the game's boss fights are so well designed. They're fucking brutal. They are really hard, but they are so well designed. And how you actually play them. It teaches you the mechanics of the game while you're playing.
Good day for a swell battle. You're up.
It's so great. I know people have been comparing this to Dark Souls. Don't do that, because it's not like Dark Souls. The people just compare shit to Dark Souls when it's hard, because they're fucking idiots. You know, people were comparing Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy to Dark Souls. It's stupid. So no, this is nothing like Dark Souls, but the bosses do get pretty tough. But you know, if you take the time to learn their patterns and where they're going, you can kind of get it down and beat it pretty good. It's not Dark Souls. Fucking people are stupid. If you've called this game fucking Dark Souls, I hate you, because that is such an overused term. Now to get off that rant, this game, the bosses are all really unique. I like the different personalities. I like how, like, 1 minute you're fighting like a really evil flower, and the next minute you're fighting like a genie. Like, it's super. It's so cool how they've made these really memorable characters. I actually like just playing the boss fights just to see what else the characters can do. Because a lot of times, whenever you play a boss again, they will kind of like mix up their strategy. They'll kind of do something completely different, and it kind of throws you off guard a little bit. But it's really cool how much attention they put into those boss fights.
Well, it's on.
So yeah, if I had one complaint, it would be that I wish there were actually more of the platforming stages. I actually really did like those. While they were also pretty difficult, they were also manageable. You just gotta test the waters a little bit, you know, get some memorization down. You know, you don't really get punished that much for dying. So yeah, die away. It doesn't really matter. I do wish there were more platforming stages in this game. That's the only complaint I have. That's it. Is that I wish there were more of something in this game. There's nothing else in this game that I can really critique. I think the idea of the parry system's a little fun, where if a boss throws something at you and it's pink, you can push jump while in the air again and kind of like parry off of that item. I think that's awesome. I think that the power-up system's awesome. The way you can equip different guns is awesome. That element reminds me a lot of Gunstar Heroes, because a lot of the guns feel like guns from Gunstar Heroes. This is a fucking great game. I haven't had a chance to play this co-op yet. I hope to soon play this co-op, and if I can get some kind of a setup going, I'll do a little video where we're playing or something. But as of right now, I don't have a way to really capture footage off of my computer. You know, I'm a console gamer. This is actually the only game on Steam that I really play. I have a few other games I got for free through like some codes and stuff, but this is the one game that I bought on Steam. And it's funny because I don't actually, you know, while I have PS4 controllers, I don't really have long enough wires to keep them plugged up to my computer. So what I did to actually play this was I got my GameCube adapter for the Wii U. I got that and I plugged it into my laptop, and I actually mapped out the game's setup to a GameCube controller. So I've been playing this game with a GameCube controller, and it works really well. Surprisingly enough. So that's an option. I mean, it's not a conventional option. I don't think you should go out of your way to do that. But it's how I got the game to work, and it's fun. You know, because once again, I don't play games on PC that much. So, you know, this is like the one special occasion where I just had to, you know, this and like the Turok remasters are just games that I have to play on Steam. don't really have a choice, you know, or else, you know, I could buy an Xbox One, but I'm not doing that again. So yeah. I've just been rambling. This isn't even like a fully fucking structured review. This is just this is me rambling about how great Cuphead is and how you should go buy Cuphead. You should go buy Cuphead. You should go buy Cuphead. You should probably go buy Cuphead, like now. Go do it. Like, go buy it, please. Go fucking support them. This is amazing. Go buy Cuphead. Go fucking buy it. Go buy Cuphead.
Hey geeks and gamers, TurboBot90013 here. Remember to subscribe to the Turbo Zone for more content. The Arcade Overlord, thank you. Stay retro. Turbo Zone.